everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well and you're having a good day or week. I'm so excited to be back. I know the last video I did was a vlog. You're probably thinking like, this is different. I wanted to try something new. I hope you guys liked it because I wanted to try something new and I've always wanted to see how vlogging would look like, and it was, oh my god, it's kind of fun but stressful editing it out. But I hope you enjoyed the vlog. If you want more vlogging or me vlogging more, I'm more than happy to do that. If not, I will stop, like I mentioned in my last video, but I wanted to just test something out. But yeah, my week, I feel like this was pretty okay. I was just reflecting back on like my YouTube videos and where I'm at, and just looking like, probably focusing on two things, such as like shows, finally catching up on shows. I feel like from this past month there's been a lot of shows coming out, especially reality TV shows, or that either is coming out, already out, or that's been announced for the future that I'm really excited about. Like, for one example is Street Woman Fighter. I've been a fan of the show for like the past 2 to 4 years. I'm obsessed with the show. If you don't know what it is, it's a dance competition show that's based in South Korea. Last season was Street Woman Fighter 2 was a global show. Like, it blew up internationally. I mean, the first season did, but the second season did because they had 2 international dance crew from Japan and then also Australia/US. It did so well. Like, both teams like did well for especially representing the international countries, that this season Mnet, the company, decided to do a world Street Woman Fighter dance. So they're gonna have different dance teams from different countries, such as Mexico, the Philippines, Ghana, South Africa, I think China, New Zealand, USA. France. I'm so excited to see this. I'm loving the concept. I have my thoughts. Like obviously I'm excited, but we know every time it comes to reality TV shows, especially for those who are in the K-pop world and know of Mnet, how they are with reality TV shows, especially for those who watch Street Woman dance. Street Woman always been like curious about for those who know Mnet and seen Street Woman Fighter, we know how Mnet can be. So I'm really nervous but also excited of the new season 3 of Street Woman Fighter. If you guys want me to do like a reaction or like review of the episode, I'm so down, because I've been watching the show since it first, like the week it was announced. So like I'm familiar with both teams from season 1 and 2. So yeah, if you guys want me to do like a reaction of the episode, or like discussing if more information about the team comes out, because I know the only team that's been confirmed is South Korea, and from what I know is that majority of the leaders of season 1, they're doing like an all-star team. So if you haven't watched Street Woman Fighter 1 or 2, I recommend you do, because it's a really good show, especially if you like into dancing. If not, if you're into the drama, still good. So yeah, I'm excited. So if you guys want more reaction within that, I will do that, my over thoughts. I'm not a dancer, but I'm like, I feel like my critiques are fair, or just reactions are just fair as like an audience or as a fan. But yeah, that was that. And then also just going back to my YouTube, like I said, reflecting on my life, or like some of the things I've experienced like growing up, especially in high school. I was like, I should do another like rant deep diving in of like my experience like growing up, and like I wouldn't say like you've been through a lot, Naika, and like I question like how did I make it through. I will be mentioning I will be talking about high school growing up, but I will be slightly mentioning ED. So if you at any moment feel like experience, so if any moment you're like, whoa, this is a lot, please exit. But yeah, let's get started. So, like I mentioned in my intro, I will be discussing just growing up. So I mentioned in that today's video will be about that. So for those who know, like who's seen me from head to toe, know like I am big, and like, you know, I have like, I am, would you say someone would call me as plus size, and even the terms have changed or evolved or like throughout time. Some people may view me as fat, some people may view me as bigger, some people view me as curvier, some people may view me as plus size. Like, there's different terms, and I prefer to use the term plus size or curvier, because I have curves, but some people would, if they see me, oh, that girl is fat, but like there's certain terms that I prefer people not to use or call me, and like, you know what I mean. So just going back, like growing up, I've always been very stressed out about my weight. From the moment I was born to now, like 23 years, just having people commenting about my weight, like, oh my gosh, like from family to classmates, like, don't get me started in school, getting bullied, oh my god, you're big, da, da, da. Family, like when you go to an event, the first thing they say to you is, oh my god, you gained weight, you lost weight, oh my gosh. I have some couple of story times of like my family. For example, I was at my cousin's graduation. This was like, I was like sophomore year, and as any graduation party, there's going to be a cake to celebrate the person who graduated. And I feel like, as someone who I barely didn't know at the time, but knew me, because you know how you meet someone who, like, they say, oh, I know you when you were little, but you don't remember me. One of those people. She had the nerve to say, oh, like, Naika, you can't be eating that cake. It's not healthy for you. Mind you, she was only talking to me, not talking to anyone else. But it's like, listen, if I'm at a party and I've eaten other food, such as the rice, such as the burger, whatever, it should be a right to enjoy cake. And it's not your job to comment on what I should eat. Sometimes family, they think they're looking out for you, but by commenting or telling people what to eat or what not to eat, you're just harming them even more. Like, I'm just like, me being young, like at that time, I was so scared. Like, I didn't eat the cake because I was sad. Imagine an adult telling me what I can't eat. Mind you, I'm at a party. And it's like, I feel like I have every right to eat a cake because I went to my cousin's graduation, right? So that's one story. I remember another thing that happened recently. This was like literally like a few months ago. So I posted on Instagram on my close friend's story. It's like, hey, when you're feeling a little sad, have a cake or have something to kind of treat you, because that week I was just going through something. And like, imagine dealing with stressful things and like planning stuff for an event for work, dealing with losing a friend who you know literally like the day before, and like I'm like, I need something to kind of like cheer up my mood or cheer up my moment, to make me kind of happy. I post my story, I'm like, hey, when you're sad, treat yourself, do a little something cute, a little fun. To me, I'm gonna get the Mike's pastry, one of those things like they like this mini, like a mini cake they have at Mike Pastries. I had a family member DM me, hey, don't eat too much cake though, or eating too much cake when you're sad is not good. I hope you hear what I'm saying. I feel like it's one thing to just watch my posts and move on, but for you to comment onto me and saying, oh my god, I don't think you should eat too much cake. Mind you, I had the Mike pastry mini cake. You all know how small that thing is. And it's like, dang, I can't go to a party and enjoy a piece of cake when I'm in peace. I can't treat myself when I'm going through something, and something what I'm craving right now is a piece of sweet pastries. Oh, forbid that. But it's like, I've noticed this, especially if I can speak for behalf of the Haitian community. People like to comment on people's weight and what they can eat. It's like, no, that needs to stop. That needs to stop. I'm tired of hearing people left and right, up and down, commenting, oh my god, Naika, you should eat this. Naika, you should eat this instead, this and that. No, because a lot of people don't know. Growing up, especially going to high school, I would eat breakfast, let's say at like 8 o'clock, and wouldn't eat until 6 p.m. when I got home. And I recommend never do that. Never do that. Imagine from, not even high school, from middle school, so 7th grade through 12th grade. every day at school, because I just wouldn't eat as much, I would only eat breakfast and would skip literally 2-3 meals and then go straight to dinner. Or supper. Not even dinner, a light supper. Not because, oh, I couldn't. It's because in my head, I'm like, oh my God, if I eat too much, I'm gonna gain. It just had a lot of impact on my mental health. And I'm just like, it wasn't until later on I got to college, I'm like, why am I skipping meals? I've never recommended skipping meals. Never skip a meal. I've learned this year, 2025, I'll put me first. Other people's opinion, I can care less. I'm at a party, oh my God, you're eating too much cake. Okay, and I've learned to slowly not listen to people's BS. I'm working on it, but that's my goal for this year. I think maybe it's a generational thing, but me, I'm the kind of person, I'm not commenting on someone's what they eat, because at the end of the day, it's not disrespecting me, other people, or the other person. I'm not going to comment on it. And all that, but our body masses are different. So like, someone can weigh the same, but look physically different. Like, our physical appearance could be different. Maybe it's weight, but maybe it's body mass. Maybe it's a lot of other things too. Like, you don't know. If my family members watching this, I'm thinking, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Just stop. Whenever you see me or see someone else, just say, hey, how are you? You're so beautiful. I haven't seen you in a while. Hope everything's going well. And do not bring up my weight or how I look physically. Don't. Because then everyone's like, every time I go to a party, oh my God, Nika, you're so moody. Of course I'm gonna be moody. If people are bringing up my weight within the first 2 minutes of the conversation, what do you think? I'm gonna be like, man, yeah, you're so right. No. So if my family member watching this, just don't. Let you guys know now. Love you, but don't even think about it. Or at least in front of me. Don't even think about bringing up my weight. Or if I gain weight or lost weight. Keep that about my weight right here. Okay, baby? Throw it somewhere else. I don't want to hear it. I don't need to hear it. Respectfully. Because I don't want to hear. I don't need to hear. I'm trying to make it through life. I'm trying to take it day by day. Not even day by day. I'm trying to take it hour by hour. So adding your opinion about my weight, I don't need that. Or like what I eat, I don't need that. Another thing I wanted to talk about, just like my experience of being a bigger person, was just like high school. If I've been thinking, okay, Nika, you mentioned in your last video, what do you mean by high school? Like, what do you mean by that? Like, what's going on? So, in high school, this was sophomore year. Yes. So, for people who are in my high school who are watching this, like I said, like, the past is the past, but I'm just story time, but also just reflecting on my past experience. So there's this couple, right? We'll call them they were the couple in our grade. Everyone loved them. We'll say number one is the guy. We'll call them Tom. Right? That's the guy name. We'll call the girl Rachel. I don't know why I keep saying Rachel. I just like, it's the name that's coming out of my head right now, right? So, let's say Tom and Rachel, they're like the couple. Everyone ships them. They're cute together. Right. I know Tom since like I said, like 3rd, 2nd grade. Right? So, we're all in a science class. So, me, Tom, and Rachel and other classmates we're in a science class, right? So, it's a table of 4. Mind you, these were assigned seats. So it was Tom, his best friend, we'll say Jacob? No, I've used that name before. We'll say Luke. So Tom, Luke, right? And then a former friend that I'm no longer friends with, sorry, I'm bad with the name. We'll just call her friend. And then me. We all were in a table for this science class, assigned seats, right? So Tom is talking to me and my friend at the time, because it's like he's a very social person. He likes talking to people, but not only that, but like we're in the same advisory group, so we're bound to talk eventually, right? So Tom will talk to friend, or Tom will talk to me. Remember, Rachel, his girlfriend at the time, so clingy, super jealous. He would look at a girl, she would not she was like, be careful, right? But the thing, I don't know what she had with me. I don't know what her problem was with me. But that she just having students go one by one to do a math problem, to do like a problem on the board to show everyone how we did it, or like what to do. So Rachel, she goes up, and like the way I'm faced, like my back, I have to look this way and that way to look at the board. So my back is facing the whiteboard, but Tom and his friend Luke their face is facing the board, right? So Rachel is drawing, or like she's writing her equation, blah 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 blah, and then she writes something, and I hear Tom's face is like, and then his friend Luke is laughing, and then a lot of people in class are laughing. I'm like,
I'm confused.
What's cute? So then she erases the board, and I'm super confused. And then the teacher does not see it as well. So then class is over, and then we're heading out, and then one of my classmates tells me like, hey, did you see what was written on the board? I'm like, no, what was written on the board? Like, I'm confused. Like, I know people were laughing, but like I was so zoned out. Like, what's happening? They're like, oh, so Rachel, she wrote big Naika plus little Tom on the whiteboard.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
And I'm like, me. She's like, she wrote big Naika plus little Tom because she was making fun of you because you were talking to Tom, you were interacting with Tom. But in my head, I'm like, I'm not the only one though that's interacting with Tom. I'm not the only one who knows Tom. But why is she coming at me? I was so mad and worried about getting in trouble because I think a lot of people at the time thought, oh my god, she's big and quiet, she's not gonna react, she's not gonna say anything, we'll just push her around. But the thing is, imagine holding on to that emotion. Imagine like you're minding your business because I'm talking to your boyfriend who literally is a classmate of mine, and we're supposed to talk because we're in the same table for the class, and I've known him for a while. Because of that, you want to write that in front of a classroom and basically embarrass me? So then I told the teacher, right? Oh my god, tell the teacher to do nothing. She just got out of detention. Imagine someone making a comment about your weight, right? And then adding into her boyfriend because I've had a conversation with your boyfriend. Mind you, remember they like, were you like flirtatious? No. Like I said, knew the person for a while. We were sharing a table together because we were in group work. And you want to write that because you're insecure that your boyfriend's talking to other girls, but you want to attack me? Because it's like, oh, if I attack Naika, she's not going to do anything. But if I attack the other girls, they're probably going to do anything. And that's the thing. Me being the bigger person, me being, just do the right thing, just tell the adult. Even there, telling a trusted adult, nothing was done. Because another thing, that school with the behavior system, that could be another story time, because it was just like she always got her way, especially through the dean and everything. So it's like she gets to make a comment about me liking her, not even liking me, talking to her boyfriend, her being her insecurity showing, she wants to attack me. But it's like, okay, like, it's not my fault. Okay, is like, for you to make that joke, do you think your boyfriend actually liked me? And if so, that's a you problem. That is a you problem. That is a problem that you have to deal with. Waking up at bed knowing like, dang, I gotta make a joke, attack someone because I think my boyfriend may like them. Your scars are showing. They're showing. Like, imagine someone who's minding their business, who's trying to make it through. Mind you, like I said, barely ate lunch at school, trying to focus while in class, for you to freely write that in the whiteboard and then be like, for you to feel good about yourself by attacking a woman. That's what people are like, oh, girls, but like half the time it's not true. If you were a girl's girl, you would have a conversation with your boyfriend. Okay, I've seen you a bit friendly with girls. Like, okay, I get it. Maybe you know them, but just like, we're together. Be mindful of that instead of attacking another innocent person for no reason. just because your boyfriend chose to talk to me. And that was a running joke after that. Him and his friends would like ship us together. I'm like, y'all need to stop, because his girlfriend is throwing a fit just by y'all doing that. And I don't want to be part of that. Because they knew her reaction. They knew that they would trigger her. So from there, they made a joke about me and Tom from like a good like month or 2 months. And I'm like, y'all need to stop. Y'all need to stop. Because it's like, I'm not going to be someone's laughing stock or amusement for that. No, it's not right. So it just shows you, like, sometimes when people make a comment about your appearance, it's like insecurity, because it's like, I like that story alone, like, you're probably thinking, wow, like, who in the right mind would do that? But it's like, there's people like that, like, and there's some people like that till this day will make comments on people, like, people's body or physical appearance. And that's why I've always said, like, if someone were to do that, that's like, I lost respect for you. So yeah, nothing happened to Rachel, but I did hear some other stuff years later. But I honestly learned from that, like, people will hate on you because sometimes you're a baddie. Like, I'm sorry, like, not my fault. Like, because I was like so upset. I'm like, damn, like, what did I do? Like, why can't I get it? I'm big. Okay, but okay, your boyfriend is little, but like, why are you making a comment about his appearance? Like, that's your boyfriend. That is not there. But I'm like, are you mad? Like, you know, I could take your boyfriend? Are you that pressed? Pookie? Are you that hurt? You got him. That's your man. I'm minding my business. That's your man. You're threatened by me talking to him and giggling and
Hey, hold on, this shit ain't funny. It ain't funny, but it is.
Damn, I should have done worse. I should be like, no, like, you're that pressed about it. If you're that upset about a guy that you, like, your boyfriend interacted with another person, that's something you need to work on with you, yourself, and your partner, because you shouldn't be putting your insecurities onto someone else. Never. If I ever have a boyfriend and he's talking to other people, I'm not gonna bully or hurt the other person because he's talking to them. And like, people saying, oh, it's probably high school, this and that, but it's like, no. The fact that she chose me out of all people, because I was not the only girl that he was like talking to or interacting with while in high school, like, while like we were in high school. I mean, talking, don't think like, oh, talking, like, actually just like literally having a conversation about like homework, or just like a normal conversation as like a classmate. That's all that took her to trigger her. And like I said, I was the only one that was talking to him, but she wanted to just attack me, because everyone wants to think that I'm the nice, sweet girl. But it's like, no, a lot of people think like I was nice and sweet. It's like, no, I held back because I wanted to not have any record in my head. I didn't want to have any record, because trust me, the moment I lashed, like, that's one thing. Like, now I'm like, I regret, but like, I'm grateful that I didn't react, because it's like, if I did, I would have regret that later on. But like, I just let karma handle that. And karma, all I gotta say is karma did its thing, from what I'm hearing. Karma did its thing about Rachel. Let me stop. But yeah, like, from what I learned, like, don't listen to people's comment about weight. But it's not easy, and like, it's been a uphill battle I'm still facing till this day. And like, I'm slowly working on that, so I'm seeking help and support, and that's why I have a nutritionist, and that's the only person I'm listening to. But just know, if you're like someone who like is like, that looks like me, who's like in a bigger size, plus size, like, people, I feel like, will like to comment to think that they're helping you, but in reality they're not. And I want you to know, like, it's as easy as, like, I would say, just block it out. I know it's hard, but if you want to go to, people might say, oh, you need to go to the gym. Go to the gym if you want to go to the gym and you feel like you want to go to the gym for you. Don't lose weight. Oh, I need to lose some weight because I feel like, you know, if I was someone, I would get a boyfriend, you know. While, no, not even while, like, no. You should go to the gym because you want to, and you want to keep a consistent, balanced diet. Or not even just diet, but consistent, balanced activity. If you don't want to go to the gym, that's you. That's your choice. You have every right to. Don't listen to anyone telling you to go to the gym. Don't listen to anyone saying, oh, you know, like, eat less of this, less of that. And then it's your choice. Me, I choose a different form of workout. Like like I said, I do the YouTube video workout. Like sometimes I know people going to the gym, people have gym anxiety. Like you have people like might be looking at you while you're working out. Like it's a thing. And people say, oh, go to the gym is that easy, but it's like, no, sometimes it's not easy for a person to go to the gym. Sometimes they just prefer to do different activities. Like I like to walk. When it's summer, oh my gosh, that's all I did during the summer. During work, I would eat for like 15 minutes and just use the rest of my break just to walk. That's all I did. Even my phone was like, hey girl, slow down. You've been taking a lot of steps. Because I just love, especially when it's nice out, you have your AirPods, you have your music. I just love doing that. So that's what I would do when it's warm. And then like I said, when it's cold, like just do videos. But that's my form of working out. Some people might say, oh, you could just go to the gym. It's like, okay, gym is money, gym is time, and finding a time to go to the gym between working and doing other stuff. Like if I had the time and money, of course I would go to the gym, of course, because I have time for it to fit on my schedule. But if I don't at the time, I'm just gonna look to other things that makes me feel good and that's healthy in my view. But I hate telling people, I hate people say, oh, you need to go to the gym. No, do what you need to do that makes you feel good. As long as you're taking care of yourself, and you're doing what's best for you, what makes you happy, do it. Don't listen to other people, because other people comment will dictate your life, and then later on you won't have the opportunity to make an option or choice for yourself. And that's what I've learned until now, because like growing up, like have people tell me to do this, do that. It's like now I'm older, I'm like, I don't know what to do about, even for small stuff. I'm like, should I do this? I'm like indecisive. It's like going back, it's like, why am I indecisive about some things? Because I've been telling people to tell me what to do in my life, even as an adult. Now it's hard for me to make basic decisions about life. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I'm learning to just say, no, I want to do this, I don't want to do that. Especially when it comes to my physical health, mental health. I know what's best for me. I know what I go to in order to get guidance. I have my own ways. Just people need to know how to respect that and honor that and not make any comment of that. And I know it's hard because it's a generational thing, but at the end of the day, like, I'm me, and I know what's best for me. And I keep saying the same thing, but I really want people who are watching this, I know, because there's some, like, I'm not saying this is towards anyone, but like people who are watching this who are in the older, who are parents, grandparents, aunts and uncles, I want y'all to be mindful when you're making comments to like people in my generation about their weight, because you don't know what they're going through. And like doing research, being part of a research team about ED and body image, y'all don't know how impactful comments can be about someone's health. Like, trust me, I've done research on this. Having the background knowledge on that, like knowing like how heavy and a lot that can be, I'm just letting y'all know, like, just stop. Just stop. Just stop. Or if you want to have a conversation, say, hey, like, what are you up to? Like, or like, you know, or like, maybe like if you're worried about, okay, I understand sometimes like people might be worried about it, but it's the approach. Sometimes I feel like a lot of the old generations, the way they bring up the conversation, like, oh my god, especially here. And I know it's a cultural thing, y'all are very blunt and like will say it, and like, you know, the generational thing, and like being Haitian American, that has an impact. But sometimes your approach can be a little like, you know, like finding a way to talk to, if it's a son, daughter, niece, and nephew, like, hey friend, like, how you doing? Like, finding a time to have a conversation separately, because sometimes, like I said, making a comment about someone's weight and appearance, you're doing it in front of other people, you're bashing them, you're shaming them, they're gonna feel guilty. No, have a separate conversation. Have a conversation that doesn't involve being loud or yelling with the person if you are worried for their health. And if not, maybe saying, hey, like, that's why, like, and I understand doctors sometimes can be a little bit risky, but at the end of the day, you have to be careful with how you communicate to someone if you're worried about them, their weight or whatever. But like I said, weight and body mass is subjective, so like you have to be very mindful and like knowing that, like, as long as the person's taking care of themselves and they find joy and they're not harming themselves, like, they're doing what they need to do. And like sometimes going to the gym and going to working out doesn't always help you lose weight, but also helps you maintain your weight and make sure you're at a healthy state. So I'm not like, I don't have a degree in nutrition, but I do have background knowledge and a degree in applied psych and know the impact of ED and like how body mass and body image has an impact on an individual, both for men and women, because I think people just don't look at that at times. So hopefully this whole video made sense. But like I said, do what makes you happy and what's healthy for you. That's it for today. I hope y'all like this video. I don't want any gumwoods to come at me like, Naika, give videos out of I don't want that, because I'm just trying to provide advice. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want more videos like this, please like, comment, subscribe. I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.